Welcome back to Mark Haney, igniting the entrepreneurial revolution with the Haney Biz Project.
Welcome back to the Haney Biz Project, brought to you courtesy of Hub International. I'm Mark Haney, and guess what? I am here with Executive VP of Hub International, Mr. Rob McVicar is here with me today. How you doing, Rob?
I'm good. No one's more excited to be with an insurance agent than you.
Yes, insurance
that is awesome.
So now I got a question. So you are the Hub International is obviously a gigantic company. You oversee everything in our region. But what happens when you talk to a customer? Is it usually bad news, or I like my insurance agent, but are most people kind of intimidated when they have to deal with an insurance issue?
An issue? Yeah. So, no, that's when insurance becomes real, right?
Okay, yeah.
Because a lot of people, they pay money, they pay for a policy. Ultimately, you really don't want to use it.
And you're so happy, though, when stuff hits the fan, and it's like, oh, do we have insurance for that? Hub International is here. They took care of me again.
Ideally.
And we have, we've been using you guys for a long time, and we've had a few claims, but not so many. And but we've been lucky because I think a lot of what you guys do along the way in a company your size, don't you help us sort of de-risk our companies a little bit too by education, helping us say, hey, you may not want to do that. You may want to have a policy that does that. Is that part of what your service is?
Yeah, analyzing risk and looking at what a company does or what owners do and where their exposures lie, and the best way to transfer that risk off the balance sheet to a policy that's going to pay for it for them.
Yes. Now, I want to get a little bit more history. You guys used to be John O'Bronson. You're still going by that name. A lot of us know you as John O'Bronson. Tell us about the Hub International Alliance or purchase, if you will.
Yeah. So December of 2014, we became part of Hub, and we're co-branded for the most part right now, and for a lot of our legacy clients, that really still matters, and they want us to be the regional broker that we've been. Hub's really brought to us and to our clients a lot of enhancements. They haven't changed us. They wanted us because of what we did, and that we did a good job.
So if you were to describe in one word, right? They're the partnership. They're the new partners, if you will, as they come in. And how would you describe them as partners? The overall entity of Hub International.
It's a great company. They were focused on the same market segment that we were, a lot of mid to large market clients and even small businesses as well. And they've been a terrific partner and helped us scale up for our other clients that are expanding throughout and giving us the opportunity. You asked for one word, I didn't give you one word.
Yeah, that's perfect.
But from loss control capacity to a deeper bench and more knowledge base and other people we can go throughout the country to find resources and solutions for our clients.
Well, I think on this show, and I want to thank you for sponsoring the entrepreneurial community, because that's what this show is all about. We're trying to help entrepreneurs, and that's something that you guys do as a business. But sponsoring this show, we're trying to get out the stories, but we're also trying to do a little bit of education. So maybe we can ask for a little bit of education on insurance. What are the biggest things that we should be worrying about in terms of insurance? We know there's workers' comp. What other issues do small business people face today?
Well, as a small business owner, and if you've got a bank line or anything like that, they're going to require a lot of insurance, right? So you're going to be required to have general liability and property, but they won't require employment practices liability.
Okay.
Right. So that's the harassment, discrimination, wrongful termination, failure to promote, failure to employ, those types of coverages. And that's being an employer in California. That's something that you need to insure for.
Yeah.
Now, you need to consider the risk as whether you want to spend the money for a policy or take on the risk on your own.
Yeah, and I think for startups, that's an interesting, dilemma. Is you can barely pay the bills. How much money do I invest into insurance? That's got to be something that you guys talk about. It's like, wow, it's a little bit extra money to go with the larger umbrella. What do you do?
So what's nice for small starting businesses, aren't entrepreneurs, if you will, a lot of the smaller bot policies that are out there now are building in that coverage.
Okay.
Where you don't have to go out and get it. And so you're getting a smaller supplement, but you're getting something. You're getting a backstop.
Yeah.
So it's there for you. It's just a matter of finding a broker that's going to get you to the right place to get you the solution.
And it's interesting that you said the road. We help people a lot of times with the road to bankability, right? Because people want to get financed, and you have to have your accounting in order. And Haney Biz does that. We help people to get themselves profitable and some of those kind of things. But it hadn't occurred to me that there's an insurance requirement too that is necessary to get yourself bankable.
Yeah, banks. If banks are putting their money and they're investing in you, they want to ensure that that asset's protected and that they can be reimbursed.
Well, we talked before the segment about the craziest kind of things that can happen on a job site that might increase liability. I touched on the arm wrestling incident that happened at a construction company I'm very close to, and there was an injury. They were horse playing, but it ended up being an injury. It ended up being something that caused us to consider the workers' comp piece of that. What are the crazy things you guys run into at Hub besides arm wrestling?
They're numerous and plentiful.
Okay.
It's a exciting day, or just a few minutes if you go into one of our work comp claims analyst offices.
Okay.
But there was a time where psych claims were coming through in workers' compensation.
Okay.
Where people would claim some sort of mental things that were happening because of their injury. And this was pre-Arnold reform, and one of them was loss of consortium.
Okay. I have no idea what that is.
So that's like relations with your significant other.
Oh, okay. I'm glad I don't know what that is.
You don't know what loss of consortium is, but you know what relations are. So we had a case where someone had claimed this, and their attorney had did it, and told it was on the claim, and the attorney from the workers' comp carrier was deposing the claimant, and said, I see you have loss of consortium on your list of other injuries. Just want you to know that in a few weeks you're going to go out for a test, and we're going to have a needle about this big.
Oh, and he's pointing. It's like 8 inches for you radio guys here. Maybe bigger.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, and that's going to be used in determining your loss of consortium.
Yikes!
And there was a pause, and they stopped. The claimant and his attorney stopped the meeting, and they stepped outside, and they walked back in, and they said, we're taking loss of consortium off the table.
Yeah, you can.
That injury.
No more
that's
claim.
Not happening.
Yes, yes. It's funny how you can get yourself how negotiations work in a claim. Just thinking, we only have a minute left before we're going to bring Derek and Murad back on and continue our discussion about business partners. But let's hear about you personally, right? You have a family. I mean, you're a family man. Our insurance man is a family guy. Tell us about what's going on with your family these days. The kids are growing up.
Family's doing good. Soccer is ramped up. We're a few games in, and the 2-year-old is we're running around, chasing her around. She's doing very well. Wife's good, keeping me in line.
That's great. And tell us about Sacramento. Obviously, you and I went to the same high school, Oakmont High School. I guess it's not so obvious, but this is your hometown in many ways, like me. What do you see with what's happening right here in our hometown of Sacramento in terms of business growth?
I see a lot of excitement. You look at the redevelopment of downtown Sacramento. You look at the growth in the surrounding areas. A lot of companies are doing well. There's a lot of growth. See some projections on some other things where construction's slowing down maybe in Sacramento. But overall, it's a good feeling in Sacramento. It's a great place to be, and kind of a renaissance, if you will.
It's
a great time in Sacramento.
Great place to grow that family of yours. We're going to bring back Derek, Chase, and Murad Saidi in a second, and we're going to be talking a little bit more about partnerships. And sometimes those partnerships are not always equity stakeholders. We'll talk a little bit about that after the break. Join the revolution at HaneyBiz.com, courtesy of the Entrepreneurs Organization of Sacramento and law firm Greenberg Traurig. This is the Haney Biz Project.